All right, you guys, welcome in to another community chat. This one is going to be for an Astro talk. All right, let's talk Astro. Um, Here we go. My nose is starting already. We're gonna go over the transits that are speaking about the remaining of this week and heading into next week. All right, I believe I have recorded all the way through um, the 7th through the 17th here. All right, so that's tomorrow, Thursday. Sorry, tomorrow, Friday, February 7th, all the way through the 17th, which is on a Monday. Okay. We will be in the following signs with the moon in Gemini through Cancer, Virgo, Libra. All right, and heading into Scorpio at that point. Um, let's just get into it. Let's see what's going on here. All right. So this week, starting off with the 5th, um, which was where we had the first quarter moon in Taurus. All right, this energy was very significant to the moon in Taurus, sextiling over to water signs, conjuncting Uranus in Taurus. All right, and then today, the 6th, we had the moon in Gemini all day. Um, we had a sextile over to Venus in Aries, trining over to Pluto in Aquarius, and then conjuncting Jupiter in Gemini. So by tomorrow, February 7th, we're looking at heavy air and fire in the energy. There's a lot of discord and tension with water energies. All right, meaning that the moon in Gemini will be squared over to Saturn in Pisces. All right, we would see the sun in Aquarius that's going to quincunx over to Mars in Cancer. All right, there are some positive energies overall. We do have Venus in Aries sextiling over to Pluto in Aquarius. We're going to see the moon in Gemini trine over to Mercury in Aquarius. We're going to see the moon in Gemini trine to the sun in Aquarius, and then we'll see the moon in Gemini sextile to Chiron in Aries. This all happens early morning. So 3:40 a.m. we'll see the quincunx over to Mars in Cancer with the sun in Aquarius. By 7:14 a.m., we will be seeing the sextile to Pluto in Aquarius with Venus in Aries. And then by 8:11, we're going to be seeing the moon in Gemini trining over to Mercury in Aquarius. All of the transits for tomorrow, the most significant ones, are going to be pretty much wrapped up by, um, it looks like 12 p.m. afternoonish. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at here. All right, so let's just take a look tomorrow. The most significant is where I feel the square takes place. That one's going to be at 9:14 a.m. at 18 degrees and 9 minutes of Gemini and Pisces. So we're going to look at, once again, the 19th degree of Pisces and the 19th degree of Gemini. Here we go. So the square is meant to bring in a sense of tension. All right, overall, lots of tension. So with the moon in Gemini at 19 degrees, it speaks about a large archaic volume. It's just showing me a book that's wide open here for the Sabian symbol. The seed of wisdom, I can't speak. The seeds of wisdom existed before humanity began to interpret knowledge into words and behavior. All right, so it says, we students of the mysteries are just the latest in a long tradition of keepers of the secrets. Esoteric wisdom has been kept alive since the earliest times when original seed ideas were first brought into the form by a process of empirical observation, intuition, and rational thought. Humanity has not been given the blueprint of its universal mind, but has to discover it and attempt to reveal it. So there might be some sort of secrets or some sort of sudden, wisdom that you have that you want to share, but you have to be able to discover that first and reveal what it is or what it means before sharing it. The idea here is that the secrets were recorded and kept safe and available for the true seeker to uncover. Whether this record is or is not physical seems secondary. The Akasha may or may not have been represented on papyrus, but it stands strong either way, and we can find a way to read some of its secrets. All right, so those that are intuitive. I'm pretty sure you're going to be tapping into some wisdom by tomorrow with this specific square. Gemini's energy normally wants you to communicate it out, but you could just be studying, whatever that is. All right, Pisces at the 19th degree. A master instructing his pupil. Transmission. It says knowledge is kept alive by teachers who pass their information, understandings, and materials to their students. So those that participate in the transmission of love and knowledge, the functionality in our winning support for our idea is an aspect of the work. It is not of the individual worth to study, learn, and grow, yet there is a greater imperative that the special knowledge must be invested in a furtherance so that the line continues. There is a stream of spiritual awareness passed from teacher to student, and the more committed students become teachers and keep the tradition alive. Within Sufism, this is called the Sistula, known as also the transmission. So lots of knowledge going on tomorrow with this square. All right, that's what I'm feeling. So that's all happening early morning, 9:14 a.m. at 19 degrees of Gemini and Pisces. All right, the rest of the day looks really good. Lots of sextiles and trines, besides 3:40 a.m., which we probably all would be sleeping, depending on where you are in the world, with the sun in Aquarius, quincunx to Mars in Cancer. All right. So for the 8th, we're looking at, again, another day of air and fire, meaning sun in Aquarius, moon in Gemini. All right, sextile over to Chiron in Aries, with Mercury in Aquarius also sextile to Chiron in Aries. So this is all happening at 1:20 a.m. with the sun in Aquarius, sextile to Chiron in Aries. 2:22 p.m. for Mercury in Aquarius, sextile to Chiron in Aries. So Chiron's all about the wounded healer, all right, core wounds that you're trying to overcome. Again, the moon in Gemini will then be ingressing into the sign of Cancer. All right, that's going to be happening at 6:05 a.m. on Saturday. So we'll be seeing the moon in Gemini squared over to the North Node in Pisces, squared over to Neptune in Pisces. All right, and we'll also see, once the moon ingresses into Cancer, we'll still have that quincunx energy over to Pluto in Aquarius, and where on the 7th, the quincunx will take place with the sun in Aquarius. All right, except for that's Mars. This is with the moon. Two different type of energies here. All right. Once again, I'm seeing a lot of these transits with the moon is taking place early morning. So we're looking at 2:40 a.m., 2:52 a.m., 10:07 a.m., and 11:28 a.m. All right, the last transit for the 8th, of significance to that energy of the day, would be Mercury in Aquarius, sextile to Chiron in Aries. I like this a lot. All right, because it looks like it starts off with the sextile. You get all the tension with all the squares and the quincunxes, and then it ends off with another sextile. All right, so it looks like the day starts off fresh, early midnight, and then you get this very difficult ending. Difficult morning, and then it ends off to be a sextile for the rest of the day, which is really good. All right, so we'll look at the 20th degree of Mercury in Aquarius as well as Chiron in Aries. 20th degree of Aquarius in the Sabian symbol. A big white dove, a message bearer. And then let's take a look at Aries at the 20th degree and where Chiron is heading. A young girl feeding birds in the wintertime. All right, let's see. So a big white dove, a message bearer. So reward in heaven is what it's coming through as. Sometimes we get immediate recompense, and sometimes it is delayed, but sooner or later, we always get what we have earned. Victory over forces of entropy and destruction. The dove follows Noah's flood to promise the end of calamity and the reemergence of peace. In Sufism, it symbolizes the descent of Holy Spirit. Every spiritual step is the result of a victory over forces of inertia or destruction, teaches Dane Rudar. Perhaps without the stressful calamity, we would not be able to know what spiritual peace is and its sacred value. We are promised that there will be a spiritual blessing at the end of the time of troubles. So if you've been going through troubles lately, it looks like this sextile was going to bring in some sort of harmony. All right, a young girl feeding birds in the wintertime speaks about seeing life as a constant opportunity to experience love. So life's very harshness is what enables us to learn of love's unfathomable depth. Being innocent and fearless in love. Nature is harsh. People and animals suffer and starve and they die. Yet without harshness, compassion could not exist. There would be no place for it. There is no higher purpose than to live life as a constant expression of compassionate love. This is neither fanciful nor sentimental love. It is feeding the hungry stranger. Interesting. Very interesting. All right, so that is Saturday heading into Sunday. We're with the moon in water energy all day. All day. All right, so we got a lot of Mars in Cancer, Moon in Cancer. It looks like early morning. We're starting off the day with Mercury in Aquarius conjuncting the Sun in Aquarius. I like that energy a lot. It's happening at the 21st degree. So whereas we just spoke about rewards in heaven, by Sunday we will be seeing a woman disappointed and or disillusioned, facing emotional pain with stoicism. Things go wrong, we get upset, but we must carry on. All right, so whatever that upset brings you here on Sunday, it looks like it's going to be a very emotional day with the moon being in Cancer. It could definitely have a lot to do with the home environment. We've got Mars in Cancer trining over to Saturn in Pisces, the moon in Cancer conjuncting Mars in Cancer, moon in Cancer trining over to Saturn in Pisces, and this is all happening from 7:23 a.m. to 2:56 p.m. By the evening, we're going to be seeing the moon in Cancer square over to Chiron, the moon in Cancer quincunx to Sun in Aquarius, as well as to Mercury in Aquarius. And then we'll see the moon in Cancer sextile to Uranus and Taurus by the end of the night at 11:49 p.m. So it's a very up and down type of day for Sunday, February 9th. It's going to be more so discord with air signs is what I'm feeling. It's a great day for water because there's a lot of trines and conjunctions. But for the air signs, it looks like there's some drama up in there. Okay. And that's on Sunday, February 9th. Now let's take a look at the 10th and where the moon will ingress into Leo at 12:02 p.m. That's Monday with the moon in Cancer, obviously up until the afternoon. All right, so it's a very water fire type of day, which obviously water doesn't go with fire, air does. So this is a day of confrontation. And why is that? Because we've got Mercury in Aquarius squaring over to Uranus and Taurus, which obviously this is like communication and change. There could be a clash. All right, lots of confrontation, lots of tension there. That transit's going to be happening at 2:27 p.m. at 23 degrees and 18 minutes of Aquarius and of Taurus. So I know that Taurus's energy speaks about channeled frustration at the 24th degree and where we've been currently with Uranus retrograding back. But now that it's direct this time around, it speaks about channeled aggression. So during early stages of development, it remains crucial to establish identity of self and tribe by fighting for what it is that is needed. All right, and Aquarius at the 24th degree. Let's just take a look what this is. A man turning his back on his passions teaches from his experience. All right, so this could be about sharing your experiences to teach others. Or it could be that, whatever your duty is here is to instruct those in how, I guess, to remain in control of channeled aggression. Right, Uranus and Taurus. What are we looking at? Moon in Cancer trining over to North Node in Pisces. We're going to see the trine over to Neptune in Pisces. We'll see the moon ingress at 12:02 p.m. We'll then see it oppose Pluto in Aquarius at 2 degrees and 21 minutes. And then we'll see the moon in Leo trine later on that evening with Venus in Aries at 8:21 p.m., 4 degrees and 32 minutes. I'm more so interested in the whole moon in Leo energy here at the 5th degree. So 1 second, let me take a look at this. This is really good energy. Normally when we're in opposition surrounding the full moon energy, it's going to be heightened, but it's good. All right. So the 5th degree of Leo speaks about the rock formations at the edge of a precipice. Precipice. Geological perspective compared to nature's scope in space and time. We are puny and momentary. We are encouraged to reconsider self-importance. All right. And then we're looking at Venus in Aries at the 5th degree. A triangle with wings. Awareness of higher dimensions. So reaching up towards a new dimension of being is what that one speaks about. Interesting. So I feel like you're going to be gaining some sort of perspective here on Monday as we're stepping out of the moon in Cancer, heavy on emotions, obviously, but stepping into the moon in Leo normally gives the energy more so appreciation. That's what I like about that one. All right, let's look at the 11th. So lots of fixed energy on the 11th. The sun still being in Aquarius, the moon being in Leo all day. And we're going to see this energy square over to Uranus and Taurus as well. Whereas Mercury previously had squared to Uranus and Taurus, now the sun will square with Uranus and Taurus on the 11th. So a lot of fixed energy here, but the moon in Leo is a good thing. It will sextile to Jupiter and Gemini, and it will semi-sextile to Mars in Cancer. All right, so it's not so bad there on the 11th, which is Tuesday. Now, Wednesday, the day of the full moon in Leo, that transit is going to be taking place early morning, 8:54 a.m. We'll see the moon later on that evening ingress into Virgo at 8:08 p.m. All right, but overall, it is a day of tension, uncomfortability, and lots of discord. All right, normally days that we see oppositions, there's lots of confrontation as well. So we've got Mercury in Aquarius semi-sextile the North Node in Pisces. So this has all to do with your destiny and which way you're moving here. The moon in Leo trining over to Chiron in Aries. This energy definitely auspicious. I like this. It's coming through as that transit 12:56 a.m. at the 20th degree of the moon in Leo and Chiron in Aries, which obviously Chiron speaks about the higher perspective. Let's take a look at the Leo energy here at the 20th degree. The Zuni sun worshippers. So yeah, has a lot to do with like a lot of connection through nature. All right, and lots of sacredness type of energy. So who is it that you're worshiping here? Obviously, it's God. All right, what type of rituals you are doing here? Who's participating? The depth of the connectedness that you have with nature and yourself, that type of energy. All right. And then we get into the heavy tension throughout the remaining of the day. So we're going to see it mostly from early morning, 7:30 a.m. We're going to see the moon in Leo square over to Uranus and Taurus. 8:54 a.m. the moon in Leo opposing the sun in Aquarius. The moon in Leo opposing Mercury in Aquarius by 2:11 p.m. The moon in Leo quincunxing over to North Node in Pisces at 3:37 p.m. And then we'll see the moon in Leo quincunx to Neptune in Pisces by 4:57 p.m. Now, if you notice, these are all higher degrees. With the moon in Leo being past the 20th degree by 12:56 a.m., you're noticing that it gets more and more tense, okay? So it looks like 23 degrees, 24 degrees, 26 degrees, 27 degrees, and all the way up to the 28th degree. You're going to notice that things are feeling more and more intense. It is a full moon. It's going to be heightened in emotions, okay? So obviously we've got Mercury, a part of it, communication. Sun, what is your purpose? Uranus, what type of chaos are you dealing with? How can you make changes? North Node, what is your destiny? All right, and then Neptune is like, are you living in an illusion or are you in the energy of reality? All right, big day for the 12th. So by the 13th, we'll be stepping into Thursday with the moon in Virgo all day. We're looking at earth and air. So a lot of discord and tension once again. They don't work well together. Mercury in Aquarius semi-sextiled over to Neptune in Pisces. We're seeing the moon in Virgo quincunx to Pluto in Aquarius. Moon in Virgo quincunx to Venus in Aries, as well as moon in Virgo squared to Jupiter and Gemini. So there's a lot of air energy here, a lot of fire, a lot of water. All right. But again, the moon in Virgo, it's earth energy. So it's not working well at all. All right, at all. So, moon in Virgo, let me just take a peek here, what we're looking at, because it looks like it's periodically throughout the day. It's not all pushed together like any of the other days. 9:30 a.m., 12:47 a.m., I'm sorry, 12:47 p.m., 7:33 p.m., and then 6:09 p.m. as well. All right, so these hours are not going to be so clashed up like any of the other mornings. All right, where it's like back to back to back, like a lot of tension. Moon in Virgo. Take a look at the 6th degree. So what I'm noticing here is the moon in Virgo quincunxing over to Venus in Aries. All right, so Virgo at 6 degrees is coming through with having to adapt to changes here. Coming to terms with the life force around you. Life has its ups and downs, its cycles and habits of repetition. Nevertheless, we can achieve something long lasting. All right, so whatever you find poise in and where the emotional turbulence is bringing you, it's like a merry-go-round. And that's what the Sabian symbol is. It's a merry-go-round. So things are like up and down all day. It's like that's exactly what I'm feeling here. All right, so Venus in Aries at 6 degrees. Let's take a look. A square brightly lighted on one side. So from the 6th to 10th degree is all about drive. I'm pretty sure it's all about ambition. So the crystallization of your life purpose, the desire to establish oneself as a unique person and particular drive and focus. So again, if it's the energy of going up and down, it's like you might not know exactly what your life purpose is. It says the desire to individuate is expressed as single pointedness of focus towards a particular aim. We must convince our fellows that we are not their enemy and find an aspect of who we are that meets with society's requirements of us. And we must also convince ourselves that we can find a way authentically to fit in. So this could be like maybe feeling rejected or you don't fit in because obviously if you're on a spiritual path here, the energies around you are going to resonate with your environment. So it's just a matter of not choosing to isolate, but Venus's energy in Aries is already not working properly. All right. It's like in its detriment. So if you want love or you want to feel supported, you want to be valued in a way, it's not showing that it's going to be a good day for that. Okay. Let's get into the 14th. So this is Friday, Valentine's Day, Moon in Virgo again all day. Lots of opposing energies for the weekend of the 14th into the 15th. All right. Obviously, when the moon is in Virgo, we're going to see it conjunct with the South Node, as it will be in opposition to the North Node, to Neptune, to Saturn, all right, and Pisces. So moon in Virgo again all day, 6:14 a.m., 8:53 a.m., 10:53 a.m., 5:34 a.m. We're going to be seeing the moon in Virgo, sextile to Mars in Cancer, opposed Saturn and Pisces, quincunx to Chiron and Aries. All right, and these are happening at the mid degrees of 17, 18, and 19 degrees of the moon in Virgo. Okay. By the 24th degree of the moon in Virgo, we'll see it trine over to Uranus and Taurus, which is going to end the day pretty good. That's happening at 5:34 a.m. Once again, Uranus and Taurus, channeled aggression type of energy. But with the moon in Virgo, let's see what it is at the 24th degree. Mary and her white lamb. The spiritual practice of innocence. The more we progress in spiritual maturity, the more we radiate childlike qualities and purify our spirit. So, I mean, if you are in a very purified type of energy on this day, throughout that time, it looks like your demeanor will change from channeled aggression to feeling more stable. It is Virgo's energy. So you'll be more like down to earth and grounded at that point. All right. It says here, despite having a nobility of demeanor and powerful will, the more advanced seeker is able to radiate innocence and purity, holding on to a childlike simplicity of being. This protects us from attachment to pride and also softens all situations we encounter, adding a spontaneity and lightness of being to life. So it makes sense. All right. Let's get into the 15th. Now, this day is pretty hectic. Lots of confrontation. So we've got 4 oppositions taking place. All right. 12:19 a.m. We're going to see the moon in Virgo quincunx to sun in Aquarius. Moon in Virgo will oppose the North Node at 1:55 a.m. The moon in Virgo will oppose Neptune in Pisces at 3:35 a.m. We'll then see the moon ingress into Libra at 6:46 a.m. So we're looking here at the moon in Libra quincunxing over to Mercury then in Pisces, because Mercury ingresses on the 14th into Pisces. We'll see that quincunx take place at 11:01 a.m. at 2 degrees and 8 minutes. All right, we'll see some positivity there in between that time frame up until the late evening, with the moon in Libra trining to Pluto in Aquarius at 11:45 a.m. at 2 degrees and 30 minutes. And then we've got the moon in Libra opposing Venus in Aries. This is going to be a day in where you feel like you want to be heard. The moon in Libra needs to bring in some sort of balance here. And the Pluto in Aquarius at the 3rd degree, I can tell you now, it speaks about not accepting the unacceptable. All right, it says the refusal to accept the unacceptable, certain of society's constraints and requirements are simply inappropriate for us, and we cannot and must not comply. Libra at the 3rd degree. The dawn of a new day, everything changed. So reformulation of eternal energy. Every breath is another beginning to yet another unique expression of life. It says a person who has gained awareness of the ideal and knows fully and clearly where is their power, unassailable center, is inevitable that the major creative force in their own lives, just by being who they are, they initiate significant creative changes in the world. So obviously, we've got Pluto in Aquarius creating change, Moon in Libra trying to bring in a sense of balance, two intellectual signs working together. All right, but the opposing energies of this whole earth and water energy, it's like trying to balance out your destiny, trying to balance out what your future is calling for. All right, your creativity, your imagination, the communication that you're meant to be receiving in Piscean energy. Mercury being there is at its detriment. It's not working well already. Venus in Aries also at its detriment with the moon in Libra. It's given like the opposing energy of also what you're going to be stepping into by what's this, the 16th, and where you're going to be opposing the energy of where you're trying to continue to heal something specifically. All right, with Chiron being in Aries as well. So this is a weekend of, I feel like, tension, confrontation. It is obviously surrounding by Valentine's Day, so it could be that if you're not partnered at this time, you could have difficulties. All right, but it could also turn out positive, just depending on who you're surrounded by, how these transits are, being confronted. All right, and I'm kind of seeing like refusing to accept the unacceptable. If you know how to stand your ground, obviously Aquarius' energy, they're like the rebel of the zodiac, bringing in change with Pluto, transformation. There could be like an ending for a new beginning that can actually turn out to be auspicious. So let's look at it in a positive way, not be so negative. Okay. The 16th, which is going to be Sunday. All right, Sunday the 16th. We're looking here at another rough day. A lot of semi-sextile squares, quincunxes, oppositions. The only positivity I'm seeing here is where the moon in Libra will then trine to Jupiter and Gemini, more air energy. All right, but the moon in Libra is going to then be quincunxing over to Saturn in Pisces. It will semi-sextile with the sun in Aquarius to Neptune in Pisces. We'll see the opposition of the moon in Libra with Chiron in Aries. All right, and then the moon in Libra quincunx to no, it's squared over to Mars in Cancer. So this could be like heavy cardinal energies here. I'm seeing air with water, air with fire. All right, and then the trine with overall the air energies. So very like up and down with like a lot going on the 16th. There's some sesquiquadrats in here also that bring in a sense of disharmony. There's something, it's happening with the air signs as well, with the sun and with Mercury. So whatever is happening and things that you can't overcome unless it's fully addressed are going to be of significance. So a heavy tension from the 14th, 15th, and 16th. All right, and then we hit the 17th, which is family day, right? In the middle of a shit show. You get, again, another day of discord with the moon in Libra all the way up to 7:19 p.m., then ingressing into Scorpio. We've got the moon in Libra quincunx to Uranus and Taurus, the moon in Libra quincunx over to North Node in Pisces, the moon in Libra quincunx over to Neptune in Pisces as well, with the moon in Libra trining finally to the sun in Aquarius. All right, so the trines that are going to be taking place on the weekend are going to be more so with the air signs having an auspicious weekend. All right, but for my earth signs, you guys are going to be having a little bit of tension with the water energies. All right, specifically wherever the Virgo Piscean energies are in opposition. Okay. So we're looking at 5:55 a.m., 2:29 a.m. I'm sorry, 2:29 p.m., 4:16 p.m., and 6:23 p.m. I like this when they're spread out. It doesn't give you so much tension at one time. So yes, the moon in Libra will have lots of quincunxes on this day with water and earth, but it ends off the day at 6:23 p.m. with the trine. So you're looking at something positive. Okay. I like this energy. So we're going to be looking at the moon in Libra at 29 degrees and 32 minutes. At the very, very last degrees is where these trines are going to be taking place with the sun in Aquarius right before it ingresses on the 18th to the sign of Pisces. And that's going to be happening at 5:07 a.m. early morning. Wow. So let's look at the 30th degree of Libra, which more so speaks about 3 mounds of knowledge on a philosopher's head. So there's going to be a lot of understanding throughout the weekend of what that tension brought in for you so that you can understand. And obviously, it's bringing in a lot of wisdom and knowledge. All right, so it says we can see wisdom as both truth and love, which requires a deep understanding of human nature and the context of life circumstances. Using knowledge as a platform to develop wisdom. Knowledge is not wisdom. It is, of course, a necessary aspect, but without understanding it can be dry or even dangerous. A full and complete wisdom and involvement experience and embodiment is a sense of human implications of a theoretical concept and an acknowledgement of the interconnectedness of all things. So the philosopher who has nothing to offer but logic is never likely to reach the truth of any situation and or idea. All right. What's the other one here? With the sun in Aquarius at the 30th degree. The field of Ardath in bloom. So from the 25th to the 30th degree of Aquarius speaks a lot about alchemy. So for those that are in like a spiritual journey here, you're learning a lot within the next 2 weeks or a week and a half, all right, until we ingress into the sign of Pisces with the sun. So it speaks about vision of the universe as a point of radiant light. Seers and others can observe really quite differently. It is seen as a phenomenon of light without individualized form. So these could be like things that exist without physical form, which is technically Piscean energy. All right. But you're like really tapped in with that of alchemy. All right. So it says Sufis teach of unity and diversity, the one that manifests as many and the many collectively conjoined to form one. This relationship is mirrored wherever or whenever any group with spiritual awareness finds itself able to function as a unified entity. For example, in a sacred dance circle, each dancer individually adds as a unique input to the whole and has their own personal experience. Yet to an observer, the circle is a unit that radiates light as a whole. When the circle is comprised of initiates, for example, in a Sufi Sema, the power of light is extraordinary as each is aware of the whole and their own individual part simultaneously. Both aspects of reality, the wave and the particle, are grasped into consciousness. All right, so heavy Aquarian energy. Obviously, Aquarius has a lot to do with communities of people, groups of people. If you're socializing, if you are a part of a member of a group, whatever this is, all right, it's surrounding itself by family. All right, it's family day. So by that Monday, with this trine ending with the sun, it's auspicious. It's great. It's positive energies. All right, and then we obviously step into the first degree at 7:19 p.m. with the moon in Scorpio. We're looking here for stability with the moon in Scorpio. Obviously, the moon in Scorpio is at its fall anytime it's there. This one here speaks about curiosity. So it's like once you end one thing with a bang, you're on to the next thing. What are you curious about here? All right, so possibly the defining characteristic of our species, curiosity, is what makes us expansive and therefore inventive and pioneering. All right. So that's the energy, you guys, from literally the 7th, which is tomorrow's energy, all the way through the 17th. So this is within the next, what, 10 days or so? So I'm actually going to pull some cards for each day and see what comes out. What the energy might be like. I mean, if I tap into whatever energy, if I get a message, I'll let you know. But let's just see what tarot has to say here. I'm thinking of what oracle can I pair with this. So can I see from, what is that, Friday the 7th? Is that right? Yes, Friday the 7th through Monday the 17th. So for Friday the 7th, I'm seeing the Page of Cups. This could be like a lot of spiritual messages that are coming through in your dream state. Right, you could be very like open-hearted, a very childlike type of connection could take place in love. All right, could be feeling very dreamy overall. It's interesting. I'm feeling like it's communication though, like spiritual communication, because the moon is in Gemini on that day. All right. And then by Saturday, we're going to be ingressing early morning into the moon in Cancer. So this is lots of comfort. Your home environment, those that are closest to you are going to be who you surround yourself by. A mother figure could be of significance. All right. Yeah, as I say, a mother figure, the Queen of Cups comes out. All right, so heavy on the moon in Cancer on that day. And the 8th obviously being where we have a lot of squares and quincunxes taking place from 2:40 a.m. all the way through 11:28 a.m. So they're like back to back on that day. All right, so surrounding yourself by a mother figure or being around divine feminine energy, especially if it has a lot to do with like the communication that you were receiving here with the Page of Cups, heading into the Queen of Cups, you already jumped through the Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is like, not sure if you're dating, but it kind of feels like you take a jump, not like a step, you take a jump here. All right, so it could be that you're receiving some message or you understand something like intuitively is what I feel. Okay, let's get into the 9th. I did not mean to do that. I just closed out my whole page. Okay. I felt like Spirit's like, just go with the flow, Jazz. All right. On the 9th, what am I seeing here? Oh, that's way too big. One second, you guys. I lost it. All right, here it is. So on the 9th, we got the moon in Cancer all day. Let's see where this energy is taking us from the 7th to the 8th. With the Page of Cups to the Queen of Cups. By the 9th, we have strength. Wow. And I see why. The moon in Cancer is in trine, all right, with all this other water energy. So the strength of your emotional state is going to be of significance. And I like the way that this is taking place because it's clearly showing us heavy moon in Cancer energy as we're heading directly towards the full moon in Leo, which is represented by strength in tarot. All right, so moon in Cancer all day. We are seeing lots of trines, conjunctions, sextiles. This is good energy. We even have like the Mercury in Aquarius conjuncting the Sun in Aquarius that day. So the only discord I'm seeing is overall with the whole Sun and Mercury in the late evening with a square over to Chiron as well with this moon in Cancer. And they're happening at a critical point surrounding the 20th degree. The 19th, the 21st, and the 22nd degree is where all those squares and quincunxes are going to happen. So typically at that point, it gets a little bit more intense. So having strength on this day and focusing on the positivity and where you were coming out of, obviously, Friday into Saturday, by Sunday, it looks like you're okay. All right, you just need a little bit of strength here. So by the 10th, again, this is the day I said we're going to be seeing a lot of confrontation here with the opposition starting. And it's going to be mainly with the moon in Leo opposing Pluto in Aquarius. All right. The moon in Cancer up until 12 noon that day as well. I just don't like the whole Mercury in Aquarius squaring the Uranus and Taurus because Uranus rules Aquarius's energy. Mercury in Aquarius can be like a very ready to pick up and go type of energy. Okay, Aquarius does not like to be held back. If you notice, Mercury in Aquarius and Tarot is the Six of Swords. It's like, let's go. Okay, but Mercury in Aquarius energy is very innovative as well. So we'll see what that brings about. Interesting. It drops to, or it goes even up further to the King of Cups. This is interesting. So whatever you're tapping into here while the moon is in Cancer, and even as it's getting closer and closer and ingressing into Leo's energy, there's a strength that you're gaining here. And it could be like your psychic abilities, your maternal instincts, your intuition being heightened, you being more nurturing and caring and loving, how you're dealing with these energies overall. So maybe that's what's going to be confronted. All right, so 12:02 p.m., once again, moon in Leo on the 10th. Opposing that of Pluto and Aquarius by 4:20 p.m. Interesting. And again, Pluto and Aquarius is that, the refusal to accept the unacceptable energy. It's still within the 2nd and the 3rd degree. So I'm curious to see, once again, that moon in Leo at the 3rd degree. What it spoke about. How about that? The refusal to conform to inappropriate rules. All right. And as it is opposing that of Aquarius at the 3rd degree. Ooh, this is not good. This is so crazy. The refusal to accept the unacceptable with Aquarius's energy at the 3rd degree. And then we've got Leo's energy speaking about the refusal to conform to inappropriate rules. So be careful here on the 10th, okay? By the 11th, things are looking like a little bit more subtle, okay, with the King of Cups. It's like, let's get back. Let's get back. Hold on. 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. No, from the 9th to the 10th. All right, let's get into the 11th. So I'm seeing all court cards for the cups, suit of cups here, surrounded by strength. All right, so as I was feeling, don't back down from opposition is what the quote of this week is going to be. All right, heading from, what is it, the 9th through the 15th? Yeah, don't back down from opposition. All right, just kind of let your emotions flow. Let's look at the 11th. 5 of Pentacles. All right, so hardship, uncomfortability, all right, is giving with mostly fire, all right, because the moon is in Leo all day. But we do have Mars in Cancer semi-sextile to the moon in Leo. And there's a quincunx over to Saturn in Pisces. So there's a lot of discord when it comes to resources. All right. Or it could just be like feeling like left out in the cold type of energy. These are happening here with the moon in Leo from the 11th, the 17th to the 18th degree. I'm not seeing so much of negativity early morning, 8:58 a.m. We got the moon in Leo sextile to Jupiter and Gemini, but I feel like this is giving me by the late evening, 10:38 p.m., there's going to be a quincunx with Saturn and Pisces. If it has anything to do with Piscean energy being in the house of resources, I believe that's Aquarius's energy. There will be a lot of discord with money by Tuesday. Okay. The 12th, full moon day. Show me this energy. Full moon day for the 12th. It wants to focus in on the Mercury and Aquarius transit. 6 of Swords. So there could be the need to move on, travel, something about that. All right. Ooh. As I say, the full moon in Leo, it's like hitting us with the sun. You're going to be happier wherever you're moving. Okay. Wherever you're going. Here's the opposition of Mercury and Aquarius opposing Leo's energy with the full moon. Okay. Yeah. What is this? I'm curious to see because it's showing me that way. The moon in Leo will oppose Mercury in Aquarius. That transit specifically is at 2:11 p.m., 26 degrees and 53 minutes. I want to take a look at moon in Leo at 27 degrees. What is this speaking about? A daybreak. The light of a new dawn. It's a transition that's going to take place. It says everything has its alpha and omega, and each part of its eternal cycle is blessed with the light, being renewed moment by moment. Typically, a peak experience wherein we achieve further awakening is followed by a dark period of struggling confusion as we attempt to assimilate what we have realized. Yet cold, dark nights end. Always there is a dawn, and we can refresh our approach with a renewed clarity of mind and joy of heart. So mind and heart, obviously, Leo rules the heart. Here's the mind with Aquarius. Eventually, we find ourselves coping easily with darkness and remembering to affirm joy and clarity as a constant life attitude. Let's take a look at Mercury and Aquarius at the 27th degree. An ancient pottery bowl filled with fresh violets. So developing the softer feelings, our capacity to feel more sensitively is brought to expression when we have beautiful and vulnerable things around us. Intuitive development of the hidden meaning inherited in things. Before the modern world diminishes the contrast between what men do and what women do, the tendency have been to promote feminine values more clearly by having these qualities associated with women. The softer side of life was shown to us typically by the modesty of a cultured woman who could arrange flowers in a pretty, valuable vase positioned to be especially vulnerable to breakage, so that brash behavior was effectively discouraged. This allowed for the fuller expression of delicate feelings in both of the sexes. So if it has anything to do with the mind and the heart, this opposition, the confrontation is going to say, hey, listen, you need to slow down, take things and move into calmer shores, and move into the energy of happiness is kind of what I'm feeling with the Six of Swords and the Sun. Right? So the confrontation of this energy, it doesn't look negative. It actually looks pretty damn positive. All right. I'm surprised. There could be something connected to tradition. It says the traditions that anchor community values give comfort and strength, but are not absolutes. It's interesting. All right, let's get into the 13th then. All right, and then again, we've got the moon in Virgo all day on the 13th with lots of quincunxes and discord with the squares. All right, over to Jupiter and Gemini. Let's take a look at the 13th. Three of Swords, heartbreak, loss, separation, but also speaks about devotion. Saturn and Libra. I don't know. I just heard values. All right. You might be holding up some sort of value here. And it could be like your spiritual values, because I'm seeing like the Page of Cups to the Queen of Cups, having strength in between that, step into the King of Cups, and then just hitting like rock bottom poverty. But there's this energy of like transition of what's making you happy, and then you having to separate from it. So it kind of feels like a little bit harsh. All right. And on the 13th, we are seeing some sesquiquadrant energies as well with a lot of semi-squares. So it's just not just the ones that I put down here. It's a lot of tension on that day. A lot of discomfort and disharmony, discord, however you want to call it. Okay. By Friday the 14th, once again, we're looking at Valentine's Day here. It could be confrontation, but it's also bringing in a sense of good vibes, because I'm seeing the sextiles and the trines. But there is opposition and quincunxes happen on that day as well. Oh boy. Eight of Cups. All right, so obviously, whatever's happening here from the 7th, 8th, 9th, and the 10th, by the 11th, you're feeling the hardship of it all. You're feeling left out in the cold. There's a transition that takes place with the full moon in Leo. And then we're looking at the 13th into the 14th, where it's like heartbreak, sorrow, loss, separation, to then moving on and leaving home or emotionally withdrawing from a situation. This feels to me like a relationship. I'm going to be honest, because there's a lot of feelings involved, especially with the moon being in Cancer and ingressing into Leo. Feeling that full moon and then ingressing into Virgo is like you want to get grounded again. That's what this feels like. Okay. Ouch. So somebody could be withdrawing from like a situation or experiencing a lot of loss, all right, by the end of the week here. This could be seen as loss. This could be seen as loss, but taking it on the chin and kind of like just moving forward into your happiness. You're probably going to be feeling it a little bit here on the 13th, but by the 14th, you're like fucking over it. You're like, I'm out of there. Okay. That's what it feels like. Saturn and Pisces. Let me just see if there's anything on the 14th that connects with that energy. Oh, yeah. Told you it's going to be the opposition of the moon in Virgo opposing Saturn and Pisces. Here it is. All right, so that moon in Virgo is going to like hit a switch for you where you got to get the fuck up out of there, whatever that is. All right, you're probably going to want to fight it as well. See the 7 of Wands. Let me take a look at the 15th here. All right, again, this weekend is the weekend of confrontation, and I see it starting right here by Monday. It's going to be a tough week. All right, let's take a look at the 15th here. So again, moon in Virgo is going to oppose North Node, Neptune, Venus in Aries with the moon in Libra as well. All right, let's see. Lots of oppositions on the 15th here. But again, we do have the moon in Libra trining to Pluto in Aquarius. So where you kind of like refuse to accept the unacceptable. Once again, we were looking at that Libra energy at the 3rd degree being that of Where is it? The dawn of a new day. And everything changed. Not bad. Oh, I like that. So you're single by the weekend. 9 of Pentacles. That's what it's given. You have freedom. You feel independent. You're single. All right. You're kind of like just stepping into this energy of like, I'll go make my own. All right. And it's the opposition of the moon in Virgo and Pisces and wherever that falls in your chart. Obviously, we're looking at the sun being in Aquarius, full moon being in Leo. We're in Aquarius season. Piscean energy being the second house, which we were looking at right here, trying to figure out where was this heavy energy taking place. Whatever you choose to do here, it looks like it's going to be a burden on your finances, but you're going to be free. All right, from whatever the attachment is. All right, so by the 15th, it's done. Interesting, because the 15th is the energy of the devil. All right, whatever your attachment has been, done, gone. All right, I'm seeing 11:11 on the clock, or in the chat, should I say. Now, by the 16th, let's take a look. So, dawn of a new day here by the 15th. All right. Oh, that's creepy. So, the 15th being the devil card, which is represented by Capricorn, ruled by Saturn, being there on Saturn's day. Okay. But it's coming out with the 9 of Pentacles, which I like. So it's given like a Venus and Virgo type of energy. I don't know if you have connections with like someone at work, all right, in the work environment. Normally that's Venus and Virgo. Or could just be that whatever you do for work or whatever gives you a sense of independence, you're heavily focused on that by Saturday. All right. Let's see. Ooh. It's back out here. 7 of Wands. So by Sunday, you're protecting your energy. And I see that because a lot of the tension is still happening. Right? The moon in Libra is still trining to Jupiter and Gemini. We also have the moon in Libra all day, which is going to be square to Mars in Cancer, quincunx to Saturn and Pisces, and opposing Chiron in Aries. So wherever you're feeling hurt, all right, whatever changes had to take place, whatever you feel like there's structure that's needed, all right, where Mars wants you to take action, but it still is in retrograde. It feels like, you know, it's intense. And then Neptune is like, I want to use my creativity to push forward, but the sun in Aquarius is like, you need to take a step back and just kind of chill out and work independently is what I feel. So you're kind of like, I want to stand ground on this. All right. So it looks like if you're having to make a decision of transitioning, it's happening by the full moon by the full moon in Leo on Tuesday. No, Wednesday. I'm tripping. My eye is so itchy right now. I don't know what this means. I can't let it go. It just keeps itching. The right eye. You guys look that up. I forgot who rules. I got to look it up now because I can't let it go. Who rules the right eye? It's going to be of significance. Which zodiac rules the right eye? Please give me an answer because there's something significant to this. Okay, so according to astrology, the right eye is ruled by the sun for men and the moon for women. Well, that's nice. Oh my gosh. Obviously, the sun is in Aquarius for men, and the moon can be literally in either Cancer, Leo, and or Virgo for women. Okay. My eye is like itchy so bad. 1 second, you guys. I've got to look this up. I'm not going to be able to let it go. I know I have this information too. Getting closer. 1 second. Oh, there you go. So yes, the right eye is ruled for women by the moon. So when the moon is in Cancer, starting off the beginning of the week, all right, or the weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, yeah. So there's a heavy significance here on the Page of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the Strength card, and the King of Cups for my women specifically because my eye is going crazy. Okay. Message. Message. Yeah, I'm seeing it here. It's here. I'm also, I don't know, I'm looking at it this way. There could be strength in a specific connection that you feel emotionally attached to with the way that it came out for the 8th, the ninth, into the 10th. Okay? That's going to be Saturday, Sunday, into Monday. And it starts off a little fresh. All right? Um, with tomorrow's energy, the 7th. So Friday. Tomorrow's Venus's day, you guys. I mean, it's obviously going to be like where you want to express some sort of love. All right. Anyway, let's continue. I got one more day to go. One more day. Let's see. So the 17th, which is going to be that Monday. Sunday, you kind of have your guard up. Okay? You're free. You're independent by the 15th into the 16th. Show me the 17th on Monday. With the moon in Libra ingressing then into the moon in Scorpio. Finally, the Knight of Cups comes out. That's crazy. The entire suit, or the court card, should I say, for the Cups suit is here. There's a lot of love in this energy. So you're going to be standing ground on who you're dating or the messages that you're receiving from a loved one. It could be that, you know, you found a new lover. Okay. I don't know. Two of Pentacles. This is Jupiter in Capricorn. It's giving a choice that needs to be made, obviously. You could be indecisive if you're going back and forth, but this also gives me the energy of someone trying to remain in control. Okay? So be careful there. Yeah, this is heavy on a decision. It could be the decision of a divorce. Okay, I did say relationships were going to be of significance. I'm seeing Libra here being where the moon is on that day. So justice, and I'm seeing Six of Pentacles. So if you're looking for reciprocity within a specific connection in love, then that's probably what's going to be coming through by the 17th on that Monday. But it's interesting because we got the moon in Libra mostly all day with all the transits starting at 5:55 a.m. Interesting because 555 is all change. With the moon in Libra quincunx to Uranus in Taurus. Uranus in Taurus will bring some damn drama in to make change, okay? And I'm also seeing where the moon in Libra will quincunx to North Node in Pisces as well as quincunx to Neptune in Pisces. So there's a major decision that has to take place here, but it's shining over to the sun in Aquarius by 6:23 a.m. at the 30th degree. And we spoke about that with all this extra knowledge that you have. All right, let's get one more because I'm kind of feeling like this is interesting. It has a lot to do with spirituality, but I'm also seeing relationships being of significance here. You may feel that something explodes here on the full moon in Leo, and where you feel like you have to move on, and you feel the heavy tension of separation or the emotional withdrawal from that. But by the energy of Saturday, you're going to be feeling free or independent to be able to move forward, and you're like standing ground on whatever this energy has been brought in since the very beginning of the 7th, the 8th, the 9th, into the 10th. Okay? It's kind of like drawing me right back to that energy. So let's look at this Two of Pentacles. Why is there a need to control here or a need to make a decision? Ace of Cups. It's in love. I knew it. It's crazy. So whoever you're flirting with this weekend or whatever your heart space is calling for this weekend, by next weekend, it's an explosion of are you single or you're not. That's what the Astro said, not me. You got options. I'm just going to say that. You got options. Venus in Scorpio at its detriment. There's going to be a lot of jealousy, a lot of envy, a lot of, you know, obsession going on within this weekend and next weekend. It feels like someone could be wanting, I don't want to say competition, but it's feeling that way. And where it's like, are you separated from your person yet? Did you move on yet? Are you free yet? Are you going to stand ground on that? Okay, now we can date. Okay, cool. It's giving that energy. I spoke about it. It said it. My right eye was itching. This is for my women, okay? I ain't making this shit up. This is all about love. All right, this is all about love. So you could be stepping into a new connection. I'm seeing Gemini energy there, and it's going to bring some fucking drama. Straight up. 5 of Wands. Be ready for it. It's going to bring some drama. You're going to have people watching. People going to be nosy all up in your shit. Just going to say it like that. You got decisions to make here. In love. Okay. And that's just what it is. Ba-ba-da-da, Judgment Day. I don't know when this is taking place, but this is Plutonian energy. We got a lot of transits hitting Pluto this week. Obviously, with the moon in Leo, it will oppose Pluto in Aquarius, okay? With the moon in Gemini, obviously, we've seen the trine over to Pluto in Aquarius. What else is happening here? There's a lot going on. All right, I feel like right now is the time for you to make a decision for like experiencing change if you want to see change in a situation. Just the way I'm seeing it. Okay, so I did want to pull some type of cards on top of these guys, but this is giving me love. Be sure you're making the right decision. Don't be too impulsive in whatever you choose to do. There's a lot of involvement here within the heart space, so be careful whose feelings you're hurting. All right. I'll call out the signs that I see so far. Obviously, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces are going to be involved with heavy water energy. With this moon in Cancer here is going to be trining over to all the transits that are happening in Pisces, which is Saturn, Neptune, North Node. So this is directly heading towards your destiny is where these trines are taking place. But we also have to remember that we have asteroids in the sign of Scorpio, which are going to be Juno, which is all about marriage and relationships and partnerships and bonding, and also about Vesta. All right, Vesta is all about spirituality and who you choose to devote your time and your energy to. All right, what sparks you up from within. So if your heart space is going like this, when you're surrounded by somebody that you love and you can't let that shit go, I guarantee you that's the person you're going to end up with. Just saying. All right. Obviously, Aquarius and Leo are here in opposition. I see Taurus, obviously, Uranus and Taurus, and well, that's it. Uranus and Taurus is going to be of a big deal, where some sort of change is going to come. You're kind of going to feel like left out in the cold, whatever. I'm seeing Libra here. I'm seeing Pisces, specifically Saturn and Pisces is what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing Virgo, so the moon in Virgo. I'm seeing Leo again, heavy. And then we're looking at more Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I don't see out here. I'm going to call who I don't see. So this, not that it doesn't affect you throughout the week, but it could be that this energy is surrounding you and it's not involving you. Aries is not here. Gemini, you're not here, although the moon is in Gemini. Scorpio, I technically don't see you here, but you are involved. Sagittarius, you're not here as well. Capricorn's up here, but I don't feel that Capricorn has anything to do with this. I think Capricorn is just only coming through as being seen as a decision needing to be made or adapting to whatever changes are to come. And then I'm also, that's it. Everybody else is involved. I'm sorry. I don't see Aries, Capricorn here, or Sagittarius. Scorpio did come out because it is trining with the water energies. So those three signs. Okay. Aries, Capricorn. Who else did I say? Gemini. Okay. That's what I got. That's what I got for you guys. Let's pull Kipper on it. I don't know what's going to happen here, but let's see if we get some insight through Kipper. Oh boy. It's going to be a big week. It's a big week. I'm already an hour and 3 minutes in. That's crazy. All right. The Page of Cups for the 7th. What are we looking at here with the Page of Cups? Ooh, it feels like somebody steals your heart. I'm just going to say it because that's the way I heard it. Somebody steals your heart. With the Thief. Ooh. Okay. Now, Queen of Cups for the 8th, which is this upcoming Saturday. Moon in Cancer. Marriage. I told you, somebody steals your heart. This could be somebody that wants to commit to you, literally. Possibly wants to marry you. Or thinking of it at least. Okay. Strength here with Sunday. Alright, let me get back to my Yeah, Moon in Cancer all day Sunday as well. So lots of strength. Great fortune. Wow. And I believe we said on the 9th we had lots of positive energies with the Moon in Cancer. All right, we're looking at all the trines and conjunctions as well as the sextiles on that day. So a lot of great fortune. Pushing through with whatever, you know, you need to stay strong with. I like it. Interesting. I always see this card as being the water bearer, and we got Mercury in Aquarius conjuncting the Sun in Aquarius on that day. For whatever reason, there's a lot of great fortune coming in that day. And again, Mercury in Aquarius is this energy in tarot. So there could be a move that takes place, or if you choose to finally transition and accept something as moving on, all right, then that can be bringing in a lot of great energy here. Because it turns into the Page of Cups to the Queen of Cups to then the King of Cups after you experience that strength that you need, okay? I'll read you out the numbers on these cards as I follow through. So for 7th, which is Friday the 7th, I see the number 24. For Saturday the 8th, I'm seeing the number 3. For Sunday the 9th, I'm seeing the number 26. So by Monday the 10th, I'm seeing the main female here. The King of Cups with the main female. Seeing number 2. Whoever this main female is going to be in bad health. I feel like it has something to do with resources, money. Okay? Money. Okay. There was something here about the occupation of this main female and actually tapping into a wealthy man. So whoever that is may be why you haven't met with this person by Tuesday. All right, you're probably going to feel like you're a little broke. All right, or going through hardship or feeling left out in the cold by somebody. So I don't know if you're trying to stay committed to someone, or I'm kind of feeling like whoever stole your heart, all right, you want to be committed to this person by Saturday. Lots of great fortune on Sunday, but by Monday, the main female is heading into, it looks like, some poverty here. Let's take a look. Official person. Yeah. I immediately heard Saturn. And I said Saturn is in Pisces. And I said, who has money in the second house? Saturn in Pisces. That's going to be a Sun, Moon, Rising, Aquarius. All right. I'm also seeing here 222. I don't know if there's a specific transit that happens at 2:22, either AM or PM. I'm going to take a look real quick, because that could be of significance as well. Oh, okay, there it is. February the 8th, which is on Saturday, Saturn's Day. So whoever the official person is, 2:22 p.m. is when Mercury in Aquarius sextiles to Chiron in Aries. I said Aries was not in this reading, but Aries can definitely be seen as an official person. Okay? That transit is on Saturday at 2:22 p.m. at 19 degrees and 45 minutes of Aquarius in Aries. Let's take a look. 20th degree of Aquarius. I think we read this one out already. Yeah, we did. A big white dove and a message bearer. So this is going to be you having some sort of reward in heaven, whatever that is. All right, which is why the transition takes place and you're happier by the next day with the full moon in Leo. Okay, hold on. Give me a minute. Let me look back at the Aries at the 20th degree. And this is with Chiron. So it has a lot to do with your healing. If you are ill or you have some sort of injury, you are going to be healed by Tuesday from this official person. A young girl feeding birds in the winter. 20th degree. Again, seeing life as a constant opportunity to experience love. That's what you want. That's what this is calling for. So if someone steals your heart and this person by Saturday says, listen, I think I want to marry you, and by Sunday you feel like you got great fortune, or the water bearer energy is coming in stating, like, you know, it's Mercury in conjunction with the Sun in Aquarius, like, hello, right? So then by what's this, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, by Monday the main female feels like a shitload of energy or connected to spirit in a high way. All right, because it has a lot to do with spirituality here as well. Now, by Tuesday, you have this official person with the Five of Pentacles, and it's like, all right, be open to spiritual rewards that are coming from heaven, obviously, and the opportunity to experience love. I don't know. I was drawn out to that 222 transit, and I know I had seen it. So that one, again, is happening at 2:22 p.m. on February the 8th. So that's Saturday in connection to who you're going to be committed to in marriage. Now, did I not say we have a counterpart here? Just saying. Okay. Just saying. So the main female, you are a focus here with this official person. And I guarantee you it's given the Saturn and Pisces energy right here by Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Valentine's Day. You're going to be like, listen, I got to go. Okay, I got to go. This could be someone from your workplace. All right, with a total neighbor. I told you guys, I feel that because Venus and Virgo, it's you being in love with someone in your workplace. And that's by Saturday the 15th. Okay, so let's just see. I don't know. I feel like someone here that chooses to be committed to you in marriage is coming through as the person that's going to either take care of you, look after you, spiritually watch you. It's feeling like that. Show me the full moon on Wednesday the 12th. It's work. All right, this is the person from work. And it's going to be having you connected to a specific community of people as well. Look at this, 38 to the 39. All right, so these could be ages, 38 and 39. All right, I'm seeing the 3rd house and the 8th house. I'm also seeing the 3rd house and the 9th house here as well. All right. So I don't know why that's of significance, but 3rd house is communication. The 8th house has a lot to do with transformation. The 3rd house here has to do with communication in opposition to the house of spirituality with the 9th house. Okay. But then it comes through as 3 of Swords. You could either be separating from this, walking away from this, experiencing heartbreak from this, and or choosing to be devoted to this. This is Saturn and Libra energy. All right, putting long and patient work into a specific partnership, commitment, or a specific contract, Libra energy. All right, 3 of Swords. Show me Thursday, February 13th. Bam. Lots of wealth. I like that. All right. So because of your devotion, because of all of the strength and you choosing to push forward and transition into your happiness and focusing on your work, all right, with this official person coming in, and I guarantee you they're trying to create structure surrounding finances. It's giving me Saturn and Pisces. I'm just going to stick with that energy because that's what I feel. 11-11. I'm seeing synchronicities here. So 222 and 11-11. 3 and 8 is 11, and the 11 is here. All right, so from the 12th into the 13th. 11-11, yeah. So there could be a portal opening. And you want to know something, 11-11 in tarot is always seen as the 4 of Wands. 11-11, right? So 4 of Wands in tarot is the representation of Venus in Aries. And that's a current transit right now. So let me take a look at that. From the 12th to the 13th. Venus in Aries, are you anywhere in here? That hurts. Venus in Aries. No, I don't see anything with Venus in Aries. Technically, on the 13th, there will be a quincunx. With the moon in Virgo, quincunx to Venus in Aries. Ooh. See, but that quincunx is causing discord. What's that all about? It's interesting. It's catching my attention. A mature man could be of significance here. I feel like this is going to be somebody that has like a position of authority, very mature. All right. connected to your occupation or your work environment. Something about that. What about that message? Imprisonment. This is someone that wants to keep you, I want to say, isolated or away from everyone. Courthouse. It looks like you're going to be going through some sort of legal thing connected to a position of high authority here with a high honor and courtship and child. Saturn and Pisces is the following card. So your devotion here is where you receive the sudden wealth. And I'm feeling like the moon in Virgo quincunx over to Venus in Aries is going to bring you some sort of discord with the workplace for whatever reason. All right. It could be through the intensity of the full moon in Leo. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Let's take a look at the 8 of Cups on the 14th. Who are you walking away from here? Why are you leaving home? Who are you emotionally withdrawing from a court issue? It just came through that way. All right, so the 23rd could have been of significance here. All right, if you were asked to leave home with the 8 of Cups, that's normally what that means. And obviously the 1111 card, the Venus in Aries, the 4 of Wands in Tarot has a lot to do with your home environment, your community of people, a marriage. All right, we've seen that out here as well. So if you're separating or choose to leave home, then you're free by Saturday, the 15th. Okay, take a look. 9 of Pentacles. And again, we were looking at the 15th being that of the devil. Okay. We were seeing Saturday being Saturn's day that rules Capricorn's energy, which is a representation of the devil. Although Capricorn is coming out as the 2 of Pentacles, someone needs to remain in control is what it feels like. I don't know. Let's see what this 9 of Pentacles is on the 15th for Saturday. The child. All right, so you're having a brand new beginning here, it looks like. So the person that was thinking of committed to you in marriage is how we saw it earlier with the Queen of Cups. Wealthy man, mature man, and unexpected income. Well, damn, it looks like you hit big. Okay. It looks like you received some sort of money from this mature man or whoever this is. And you could be coming into courtship with this person. Why do I feel like there's 2 different energies here? On this weekend here, someone steals your heart. This is a person that you feel like you want to be committed to in marriage, or they want to be committed to you. A lot of great fortune surrounding your strength. King of Cups is all into this main female by Monday. But by Tuesday, the official person is just like, listen, if you choose to head out with this person, you're in poverty. I feel like this is a warning from an official person. Okay? Over this way, once we have that new beginning on this Saturday with the 9 of Pentacles and you feel free, child card is like, you either are starting, my nose is going crazy, so I'm on point with something. If you choose to start and have a brand new beginning, you hit big with this person. So the weekend of the 15th is going to be of significance. Okay? So the day after Valentine's Day, it's like, oh, you didn't go out, you don't have a Valentine's Day partner. Okay, well, court says you've left this person, you've emotionally withdrawn from that person. Now you can have a brand new beginning with me. And then you hit big. That's your test on the 14th, Valentine's Day. Because once again, it comes through as someone wanting to stand ground if they want you. All right, by Sunday the 16th, and by the 17th, you're all booed up with someone else and stepping into a new relationship in love. Ace of Cups, okay? So this is not a younger person. You are supposed to be with a wealthy man, very mature, and this person's coming in and give you some sort of unexpected income. This person over here, the one that has lots of strength and that wants to marry you, they have great fortune, but it's not sudden wealth. Okay? Your sudden wealth comes in when you choose to separate from somebody in love. Yeah. There's a specific message. You're on 2 different people. This is. All right, you got a lot of money coming from somebody over here. And that could be connected to whatever you do for work, by the way. I did see that. All right, so the full moon here has something to do with like a work partnership. Courtship, pathway, message, house, main male, privileged lady, false person. So if the main male was the person that had you cooped up in the house. That person's your false person. Yeah. You're on a different pathway here in a new courtship. Could be with an emperor. I'm seeing number 4. I don't know. It's giving boss daddy energy over this way, okay? Whatever. Let's look at Sunday, the 16th. Okay? All right. You're moving. Y'all seen it. You're moving. All right. So stand ground because you're supposed to be moving away from some fucking false person and you're standing your ground on that shit. You got your money coming. You're free. You're having a brand new beginning. You're all bossed up with whoever this wealthy man is, and there's new love here. All right, Knight of Cups. You're dating this person. You're courting this person. Whatever the hell. Oh shit. It's about to go down. I told y'all. It's legit, like, about to go down within this next week and a half. So, Knight of Cups. Community. Looks like you're going to be moving to a new community because the one you're in is possibly in bad health and surrounded by that main male. All right. Somebody has a message of concern here as well. Whoever was the one that was thinking that they were going to be moving into marriage with you, they may find out that you are in love with someone else and living in a different home. I don't know, you guys. It's interesting. I'm seeing Saturn and Saturn here. 15 Devil, Saturn World card. Whoever that wealthy man is, because it kept coming out over here with this person in authority. Something surrounding your work environment is what's bringing you sudden wealth. Saturn and Saturn, again, directly next to each other. So this is a person that has a position of authority, and that's surrounding by your sudden wealth. We saw 1111. I hope you guys are sticking with me here. Saturn, death card energy. Saturn on the world card energy, 21. We've seen the official person, okay, in the workplace. We saw the 1111 portal, which was the Venus and Aries energy that had a quincunx over to Venus and Aries. Saturn and Libra, speaking about your devotion. Saturn and Pisces, speaking about you moving away from a situation here. All right, a lot of Saturn energy out here. And then it's saying that you have some sort of involvement with someone at work as well with the Venus and Virgo energy. That's your new beginning, though. So if you're changing locations, it's because you're meant to. You're supposed to stand ground. And you're going to be moving to a different community. Knight of Cups. Whoever this main male is that had you in bad health or has a big message of concern here, this person keeps thinking about how to get you into a home or something like that. Or you being involved in love with someone else. That person has that on their mind. This could be literally what you have connected to your occupation. You're a privileged lady here, and somebody's either seeing you as a false person or the person that you're dealing with as a false person. I don't know who this mature woman is and why they're involved in this reading, but somebody comes through with a gift to someone. All right, and this could be concerning someone that's imprisoned at this time. You guys, this is what the reading is saying here, okay? So it's the divorce for me because that's what I was feeling, a major decision. All right. The unexpected income comes in from a mature man that's very wealthy. I'm seeing numbers 5, 13, and 27. What was the 27th of this month for February? I believe it's the new moon in Pisces. Yes. The new moon in Pisces that will then conjunct Saturn, Neptune, and the North Node, by the way. Okay. 27th of the month, new moon in Pisces. There was another transit happening on that day. I think it was going to be Saturn that was going to semi-sextile to Chiron. Oh, got it. Spirit just gave me the message. I got it. I'm seeing the Hierophant, and I'm seeing the Death card here with the 5 and 13. This is Taurus. This is Scorpio. So this opposing energy here has something to do with finances, resources. So some sort of unexpected income, whether it's you that you earned it or it's being inherited to you. That's what this is. from you moving from one location to another and stepping into a new community. You'll be receiving some money here. You have to adapt to some sort of changes. If it has something to do with a legal contract or a relationship, you're stepping into new love with this person. You're moving. You're the fuck out of wherever you are. This could be like using options, obviously, because we saw the Seven of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Show me this justice up here with the Two of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. What is the justice? You're moving. This is not happening just yet, but it's coming up in the near future. So within a week and a half. All right, you're going to find some news about something. Something was adjudicated either in your favor or in someone else's favor. So someone is either inheriting some sort of money or property, or there could be some sort of changes that takes place, all right, to whatever is happening within the workplace situation. All right. Oh, I see. So if something was adjudicated in someone's favor, then someone here is in concern and is thinking of someone else being in poverty and without work. So that person's going to be moving for work. What's expected is this person was meant to be on a pathway to head out on a journey, but that ends up coming to an end because of some sort of bad health. All right, so I don't know if the bad health was within the home environment or why it came to an end. Could have been that the ending happened with the main male, or the main male was surrounded by the bad health. But this person is supposed to be in courtship with this woman, the main female or whatever. All right. Oh, they were in courtship with the mature woman. That kind of makes sense. All right. So if that's what took place, then the other person has to leave that situation and move away. That's the person that's being gifted because they were connected to a false person in the home. All right. I'm done. I'm done. You're getting new love. You're moving on, and it's just kind of giving me the spill of why it's happening. All right. I feel tired from this reading. I ain't gonna lie. I feel fucking exhausted. This is not happening just yet. Everything is aligning. So in the near future, you are where you're meant to be. The other person that thought that they were going to steal your heart or steal from you, all right, in whatever way, thought they were going to marry you, that doesn't take place that way. All right. It looks like a mature person comes in and you're being gifted with some sort of unexpected income for you to be able to move forward and have a brand new beginning. All right. It's crazy. It's a big energy there. Big spill. Lots of love involved. Lots of spirituality involved. Lots of work energy involved as well. So take it as it resonates for you. I don't know. I don't know. Ooh, that was a little deep. I'm going to get a small spread going just so I can understand what's happening here as we end this reading and what we really need to know. Important dates. I just saw the High Priestess on the bottom of the deck. So heightened intuition. It's like you're on point, Jazz. Thank you very much, Spirit. Something's going to be taking place here. Okay. Something's going down. That's the truth. Ace of Swords. You're about to be free from some burden, or you're about to reap the fruits of your labor. Right? You deserve it, is what I'm feeling. And that's coming out for Valentine's Day. You deserve some love or something. All right. Somebody's not going to be too happy with you heading out on a journey here, but you need to have, like, make a decision. You have choices. Choose the right one and move forward. Take a risk. All right. Take a leap of faith is what that is. Heavy Uranus energy. So wherever Uranus is trining to the moon that weekend, take it. Okay? Take it. That's literally on that Valentine's Day, and where Uranus is going to be trining to the moon in Virgo. So take a leap of faith on that day, the 14th of Valentine's Day. All right? Don't choose to return back to the past. Choose a new person, because that's the better person, is the way it's coming to. Or the better situation, whatever the fuck. It could be work, it could be a friend, it could be a lover. I don't care. Empress, you know your worth. Act like it. Okay? Yeah. This is going to be shocking changes as well. That's crazy. I keep seeing Taurus and Scorpio in opposition. Tower. All right, so the Empress is about to, like, expect some sort of tower, a major ending coming. All right? There could be a lot of long nights where you can't sleep. You have a lot of anxiety and stress. But it's all going to work out for the better. All right. So focus on your skill. Focus on your work. This is going to be the best thing for your path. And it's looking like for the near future. Heavy Taurus Scorpio energy here coming out. Double Scorpio energy. So I'm seeing Pluto and Mars. Pluto being in Aquarius. Mars being in Cancer. Those two energies being out of quincunx. Lots of discord. All right. Speaking of Mars, Mars here showing me in Gemini. So it could be in the mental state where you're like kind of fucked and screwed in your head. You'll be fine. Lots of long nights, lots of not sleeping. Try to get some rest. All right. Whatever's happening is for the best with the Empress energy here. So you can align, number one, with your values, with your self-esteem, your confidence, all right, your creativity, whatever this is for you. It's a work thing. I feel like it's a work thing. It's either like going to help you better off within your health or, let me get one more on that Eight of Pentacles. I feel sick. It's going to help you with your strength is what it is. Where was strength coming out earlier? On the 9th? Moon in Cancer. Yeah. All of the trines that are happening on that day. All right. But it's also all of the quincunxes that are happening to the air signs as well. So careful. If it has to do with work, it has to be that you have to be strong to really focus on, again, put in hard work, your health, your money, all right, your resources. Get one more. Taurus and Scorpio in opposition. Those transits are going to be of significance. So if we're looking at us being in a fixed moon cycle and where this full moon in Leo is taking place, this can affect any of the 4 astrological axes, meaning the 1st house, the 4th house, the 7th, or the 10th. Self, home, relationships, and or career. Okay. Yeah. 6 of Swords. Aquarius's energy. They're all here. I knew it. I knew it had something to do with that. That's fucking crazy that I can call it out. Mercury in Aquarius is energy, current transit. It's Aquarius, obviously. Leo's energy here with the full moon. We're looking at Scorpio being where we started off the last quarter moon in this fixed moon cycle, with Juno being here, Vesta being in Scorpio as well, creating some sort of transformation. And then Taurus's energy, where Uranus has recently gone direct. So all fixed signs are here. There's something about the need to work on the mental state and to remain focused on your health. All right, whatever's happening here with all this fixed energy is meant to come in and stabilize situations so that you can remain dedicated, loyal, and determined to pushing forward. A lot of fixed energy here. Most of them are all majors except for this Mercury and Aquarius transit, which is currently, it's calling for transition. Okay. Whew. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Looks like you've invested wisely is what 7 of Pentacles is. But it's Saturn in Taurus. So it speaks about the need for patience, number one. It speaks of long hours spent with a lot of ambition and perseverance towards whatever it is that you are trying to build here. Because from the 7, obviously, you're going to get to the 8 of Pentacles. So don't overthink situations, all right? It's best that you make the best decision. Mars in Gemini is making a decision, but it's one that you have to make impulsively. So try not to like overthink a situation. Do what feels right is what I want to say. Do what feels right. All right. You might spend some time in isolation or in meditation or trying to focus on what's the best path for you here. But it's going to lead you to whatever your happiness is. I'm seeing Virgo and Pisces in opposition with the 10 of Cups opposing possibly the moon in Virgo. Notice he's holding the star and the lantern, Aquarius's energy. All right. So, careful. 5 of Pentacles, that you don't make the wrong choice and you end up in poverty. Everything's a lesson. All right. Nothing is ever wasted. Know that. So whatever you choose to do or whoever you choose to go with, obviously, if you have not learned the lesson, then it will be repeated. You're being called to transition. That's all I know. To transform, transition. Ooh. I can't make this shit up. You're being called to transition here. You are a star. You need to treat yourself as such. There's a wish fulfillment trying to come through for you, is what it is. With the 9 of Cups and the Star card. This is like the minor arcana for wish fulfillment. And here we have the Star, Aquarius's energy. Look at that. I don't know. Aquarius to Pisces season is going to be of significance. I told you guys the transits that were taking place here. All right. There's a lot of transits coming out from, what is it right now? The Sun in Aquarius, Pluto in Aquarius, Mercury in Aquarius. And it's there with The asteroid Sirius in Aquarius with having to do with parenting, nurturing, agriculture, self-care, and Sappho. All right, the asteroid of artistic abilities, your sexual expression, and or partners within the same sex. I don't know how that means for you, whatever that is. I'm also seeing Pisces, where we have Saturn, Neptune, North Node, and we also have the asteroid Psyche there. Sirius will be joining on February 23rd, the day that Mars goes direct in Cancer. Sappho will be joining on February 21st. All right, into the sign of Pisces. And Venus is going to be retrograding back into Pisces coming in March. There's going to be a lot of Piscean energy. So this is like 6 to 7 transits in these two signs. All right, so if you have like psychic abilities, heightened intuition, your dreams are lit, you're being very loving and compassionate and vulnerable with others. Spirituality could be of significance here. This is your wish fulfillment. That's what you're going after. Do it. Okay, do it. It's going to make you happy. You're going to feel celebrated. You're going to feel that you've achieved something here. There could be the sense of recognition here as well. I'm seeing Cancer and Capricorn in opposition with the Two of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. I feel like you'll gain respect after ending something very difficult and starting some sort of brand new beginning and moving forward freely to be able to build some sort of stability and security for either your family or someone that you have a spiritual connection with. The Two of Cups. Just be patient. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of patience required here. All right. This is interesting. All right, you guys, I got to go. I have to go. It's a little late. And I think we covered a lot. All right, we did. We covered a lot. And I feel that if this reading does not resonate with you, then I'm just not your reader. All right.